Okay, so let us understand what is the dictionary now.
Dictionary, okay.
Now, dictionary is, let me write definition. Dictionary
Collection of meaningful words, a variety of words.
is a collection. Now, this is a mutable collection. Okay, it's a mutable collection. So, this the type of the dictionary category comes in a mutable data structure.
Okay.
So, mutable collection of what? Keys and value pair. So, there is a pair of key and value. Means there is an association of key with a values. Right? In the case of, if you look at the list, tuple, we just have a collection of data. Like list is a mutable collection of data. It's a sequence. But dictionary is not a sequence. So what is sequence? Sequence, we have an index. And by index, we can access, we can modify data. But in the dictionary case, we can access or modify data by using keys. Now, what are the keys now? These keys should be of, now the collection of keys and values pair, but then the keys should be, unique and immutable type. This you have to remember. So keys cannot be mutable type. They should be unique. Keys should be unique and immutable type. Whereas values could be of any type. Now, what is any type means? Could be mutable, could be immutable, anything. So we don't have any restriction on values, but we have a restriction on a keys here. This you have to remember now in the dictionary case. And this is the collection which is unordered collection again.
Okay.
So that's why now the definition of dictionary is like this. Dictionary is a mutable, unordered collection of key and value pair. And in this case, we have to remember that key should be unique and immutable type, whereas values could be of any type. Could be mutable and could be immutable any type. No problem. Are you clear for this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now let us actually use this definition and create a dictionary.
Okay.
I'll just put this here so that. So now, how to create a dictionary? Let us write D is equal to curly bracket. One of the way of creating dictionary is using the flower bracket. Now this flower bracket, if you see this flower bracket, this is not the tuple. You remember the flower bracket means, you know, the flower bracket, right? The curly braces.
Yes.
Okay. Now if you say D is equal to curly braces and you take the type of D, what it says, it is a
dictionary.
But when it is ordinary bracket, it is a tuple, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this you have to differentiate. Now this is a data structure, right? This is a dictionary is a type of data structure.
Yes.
Right. So we are taking the data structure. So in this case, as I say, we can have the operation like create, read, update, and delete.
Yes.
Got it? Now, let us actually start how to create a dictionary. Okay. So this one thing we have done is by using the flower bracket. The other way to create dictionary, let's say you want to create a book dictionary.
Okay.
Okay, so you can also create a dictionary by using the DICT function also.
DICT. Okay.
This is also the other way to create a dictionary now. Again, you can check what is book now here. The book is a dictionary.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to just say type here. Now, let's say you need to, in this book dictionary, you want to actually add the books now with a key and value pair. So here it is not like a sequence. So like in previous case, we were just actually adding the book's name, but here we have to add the key and value pair together.
Okay.
So after creating the dictionary, you just need to have the key now. Let's say key is a P and the value for that is Python.
Okay.
Maybe a lowercase, uppercase, it is your choice. Then you have another key, let's say J, and the value for it,
Django.
Java.
Okay.
Then another key, let's say you put it maybe something like C, and you can say C lang, something like that.
Okay.
So now what we are doing, we are just creating the key value pair now. Your
Okay.
P is a key and value is Python. J is a key and Java is a value for that.
Yes.
So like that, you may have something R, and let's say R is for Ruby.
Okay.
And now you save this. Print book. See the magic now? What is the output you see right now? Let us observe this output.
With the key, you can see the name or dictionary name also.
Book is a dictionary.
Yeah, that's what. I mean, with the key, you are able to see its whatever is saved within that also.
Yeah. So now what you see, P is for Python, right?
Yes.
J for Java, C for language, and R for Ruby here.
So the keys P, R, P, G.
Now this R, C, and J, P, they are the keys.
Yes.
You are not audible. I think your voice.
Can you hear? Sir, I removed the earphone. I'm just on the loudspeaker. That's the reason. Can you hear now?
Yeah. You're okay. No problem. Just a second though.
I just removed the earphone and I'm speaking like that itself.
Yeah. So no problem. So just your voice is a little bit low, but it's fine.
Okay.
So now here, let's say keys. So how to know that which are the keys? So you can just see the books dot keys,
Okay.
and
So what
it is not books. It is a book.
Java key long? So it is the information saved within the key, right?
So there's a mapping of key with the values now. So if you want to access data, if you want to access data of some book here, you have to access it by key now.
Okay.
Not by the index now.
Okay.
In the case of list or tuple, you are able to access the data by index.
Okay.
But that is not a case in the case of dictionary. Instead of what you can say index, now we are having the name to the index.
Okay.
So now here we have a name index, means it is like we have it's not index, it's like we have some values, or we can say some variable now, or we can say some object now.
Okay.
So these are the unique object.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this way the keys and values are stored now.
Okay.
Got it now?
Okay.
Okay. So now let's say you want to modify the value of, let's say, the key like C. Okay. So how to modify the value of key C now?
So book C.
Book of C, and you can simply say the new value.
Yes.
Maybe you can say CPP program.
Okay.
Anything you write.
Yes.
Okay. And now look at the book.
Book. Yeah.
And you can see the update in the dictionary.
Yes.
So this is called update. Like we have create, we have read, we have update. So in the initial stage, what we did, we created a dictionary. Now what is
Not in order. Yeah.
yeah. Now remember, obviously, like a dictionary is an unordered collection.
Okay.
So it is not like the dictionary. As I say, the definition. Look at see what I say. Dictionary is a mutable, unordered collection.
Of keys and value pairs.
So the order may change.
Yes, it is. Changed.
Okay, so this you have to remember. I told in the set also same thing.
Yes.
Set is an unordered collection. Similarly, dictionary is also unordered collection.
Yeah,
This
it is valid. It is valid because it is an unordered collection, as well as you can modify it. So it's perfect.
right? So you are clear now with this.
Yes.
So now we can you can do what? We can now create, we can now read, we can now update, we can now delete also.
Oh, okay.
Let's say you want to delete some of the book item from the dictionary.
Okay.
So how to delete that? So you have a dictionary name book now.
Okay.
And you can just say pop.
Okay.
See, pop is a method which is to remove something.
Yeah. Yes.
Now let us say if we say pop up some key here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's say C. See what happened.
Last
It has removed the CPP program.
The first in, first out. Yes.
And now let us see the book here. So that item with a key and value pair is removed from this book now.
Book. You okay? One.
So we don't have now CPP program in the book dictionary now.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So now what else are the methods are there for this dictionary?
Okay.
If you look at this, you will see there are methods like clear methods, there is a copy methods, there is a from keys method, there is a get method, there is a items method, keys method, pop item, values, update, set default. So these are all like a built-in methods which are already associated with the dictionary.
Okay.
Okay. So let's say you want to check one of the method like values.
Okay.
How to check it now?
Let's try pop item or from keys.
Yeah, so these are the different things. Okay, that was I'll tell you. But first of all, let us say you want to check the values.
Okay.
How to do that? Just say values.
Okay.
Values. So what will be the output now?
Of what? Book dot values. Of
What
all the book?
Yeah, this is for the book only, right? So what should be the output?
It will say 0, 1, 2, 3 or whatever.
How come? Where is the 0, 1, 2, 3 here?
It will take as 0, 1, 2, 3 only. Java, Python, Ruby.
No, why I'm not getting? 0, 1, 2, 3.
You're looking for the position, right? Value and set.
Values is not a position. Values are the actual values.
Oh, it
So
will give
it is
you
like a keys and value. I say what?
It will not give you the keys. It will give you the words within that keys or whatever the meaning within the keys.
So it will give the values.
Java, Python,
right?
Ruby.
So it should list the values here.
Yes.
Right? So the output is the values now, dictionary values.
Yes, perfect.
Right? So here we saw when you say keys, you get all the keys here.
Yes.
Okay. Similarly, we have a values method. So now let's say some of the method you don't know. What to do in that case? Go for help and say the dictionary like book here. Let's take example get method. So what this get method is telling now? Can you understand this get method? What is the get method is doing now?
Yeah, this same d dot get.
D is like any dictionary dot get.
And key of that data.
So let's say you write a dictionary like book now, then dot get. Then what should I write now here?
P is Python.
So key is not a Python here, right? P is Python. P is a Python.
Okay.
P is a key here, right?
Yeah, one of the key. Yeah.
Yeah. So let us write P now. So what is our expected output now?
Expected output is
Obviously the values, the corresponding value for the key. Because the objective of get method is to get the value for the corresponding key now. See, there are two ways to access the key, to access the value for the particular key. One way is directly using the book and then say the key here. You get the value like